Hi, everyone, and welcome to Ask Allie, your place for life advice with a metaphysical twist. Ask Allie is the longest running spiritual podcast on iTunes, helping others there since 2005. You can catch this podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, also, I think it's Player FM, and something else I can't remember. But you can also watch it on YouTube. Today is Monday, October 2nd, believe it or not, 2017. I want to thank you for tuning in and giving me a listen to. If you're interested in getting a reading, finding out more about me, or supporting the podcast, I'll leave the information in the show's notes. And don't forget, if you like this episode, please rate it. I really need some ratings on iTunes, please. It's been a while, and I'm kind of slipping in the favorite spots, top podcasts, top spiritual podcasts of iTunes. So if you can go and hopefully give it a 5 and write a little note in there, that would be flipping awesome. Thank you. What, Zena? I'm being hit by a cat. What? I don't know why she's trying to get my attention. Come here, Zena. So, originally, what I had planned um, on Saturday or Sunday when I was thinking about this podcast was, in the announcement section, just tell you that, the house that you guys have been with me all along and been through the struggle and the saga with the house and leaving it. And Kyle and I were thankful that our neighbors bought it because they had enough money to fix it up. We were happy about that. Well, they didn't fix it up. No. They knocked it down. So the house is gone. So I was telling you that, which I just did, and that really was my saddest news of the week. And then Las Vegas happened in the middle of the night here on the East Coast. And I thought, yeah, it's very sad that your house was knocked down. Sad, boo-hoo, sad, but it's not even on the same, not even at the corner of the same playing field as Vegas. If you haven't heard, and if you haven't, I don't know where you've been. It is now 58 dead and 515 wounded from the mass shooting. My love and my energy goes to Vegas. Nothing compares. Nothing compares right now to the tragedy out there. And when I was hearing about it, I know quite a few people in Vegas, and I was very thankful that they all marked themselves okay. But I thought to myself, Allie, you got going on Soulful Connections when the Orlando club shooting happened. That's when you shifted your focus on it, and that's when you really got going to write it something differently. But you have yet to finish it. I don't quite understand why. And now this happens. So hopefully this sets me to finish the book because it needs done. It's a good book about making soul connections in the modern world. And I don't know. I think it's pretty much needed nowadays. So I promise you, I will get it done very, very soon. Unless my cat here scratches my face and sends me to the hospital. Zena, you can't lay on me. She's on my arm. I kind of need my arm. Honey, you have got to just go. Come on, babe. She used to be the smallest cat in the house. Amazing. Not anymore. So I promise you to get Soulful Connections done. I wrote a companion course for the book to help you make the connections you're looking for. So it goes along with the book pretty well, actually. So I'm going to get my tush and gear as soon as I finish this freelance assignment I'm working on and get that done. And my sick son, who should be in school, is of course emerging from his man cave right now. He'll be in there the rest of the time today, trust me. But I'm doing this and there he is. Hi, honey. He grunts. Okay, so let's get going here. I don't have really any other announcements other than what I just said. I wish I did, but I don't. So I'm using Native Spirit. I always call it Nature Spirit. I think I just realized that. I think I've been calling it Nature Spirit the entire time. But the name of the deck is Native Spirit. I apologize, Denise Lynn, but this is what I'm using today. All right, you really have to move, cat. Okay, maybe let's rub it on the cat. Maybe she'll give us some good luck. All right. Okay, look over here. At least if you're going to be here, look in the camera. Really ridiculous, kitty kitty. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, and we got 2 cards from 3. All righty. That's what you want. That's what you get. I guess card number 3 is kind of important, huh? We got 2 of them in that section. So if you're listening to this on iTunes and you're like, hey, I want to know what those cards look like, again, Native Spirit Oracle cards. I'll tell you the name of the card. You can either look it up online, which I'm sure you'll be able to find the cards, or you can go over to YouTube and watch the video and you can actually see Xena, because she's making a pretty good appearance in today's episode, Halloween. Okay, so first up, guys, we have Eagle Medicine. Now, Eagle Medicine is all about rising above and looking at things from a different perspective, to not always go down the same path, to try to look at things from an angle you hadn't thought of before. So Eagle Medicine is taking whatever's going on in your life and trying to look at it from a higher and a different perspective. Now remember, this is a general overview. Okay, so every card may not pertain to you. Interesting enough, though, the second card here is Spirit of Air. And guess what Spirit of Air is meant to do? It's meant to have you look at things from a different perspective, from a higher perspective. And hey, you want to keep the noise down in there? Thank you. I'm talking to you. Your crackling is rather loud. Ugh. Spirit of Air. So we have Eagle Medicine and Spirit of Air basically telling us the same things, guys. We have to look at things from a different perspective. We have to look at them from a higher perspective, because the perspective we are currently using to look at things is not working. It's not having us make the changes or have the thoughts or have the feelings that we're supposed to have with whatever's going on. So we have to rise above it, different perspective, clear out the mental clutter, right? And look at the situation again. Now, the last card that came up had 2 cards. The first card here is White Buffalo. Now, the White Buffalo number 1, is rare. It's a rare buffalo, and this card doesn't come up very often, but when it does, it's talking about abundance, good fortune, right path, things falling into place. The right path probably includes going a different path than you are on right now, which again, both cards, higher perspective, look at things differently. Okay, so if you look at things differently, you're going to end up on the path you're supposed to travel, and there is abundance, good fortune, things on the way here. The second card chosen was the smudging ceremony. Now, the smudging ceremony is all about clearing out the old, getting rid of the negativity, getting rid of things that no longer work for you. That's what a smudging ceremony does. in order to appreciate the abundance that's coming in, you've got to smudge out the negativity. And I believe the way to smudge out the negativity is not actually having a smudging ceremony, although burning some frankincense, not too shabby, or sage. But again, 2 cards, same subject. Look at things from a higher perspective. All right, guys? Higher perspective. You do that. Good things are coming. But you got to smudge out the negativity, which you do by doing this. All right? It all goes together. All right. So, there we go. Next up, what do we have next? So that was the overview for the week of October 2nd. You know, I still can't believe that today's October 2nd. You know, last week here it was like 92, 94 degrees. And we go outside this morning and we're freezing to death. The end of the week is going to be in the 80s again. And then on the middle of the week it's 80s again, because by the time we hit Friday and the football game, and of course the high is going to be 69 and raining. So, yay. Yay team. Right, honey?
Yeah.
You gonna grunt? Yeah. Go back to bed. You're not playing that Xbox, are you? All right. He walks like an old man. Yes, I am making fun of you. If you've never listened to the AskAllie podcast before or watched one of the AskAllie videos, this type of interruption always happens. I mean, and I don't edit things out. I never have. I never will, because we don't live an edited life. We just don't. So why should I make this podcast any different? All right. Which brings us to our topic. This has to be the #1 topic on my AllieThieves.com site. Now, throughout the years, AllieThieves.com has gone through many changes because I've done many different things. Currently, the screenplay, book marketing, me writing books, author type thing is what's going on now at Allie Thieves. But I've saved all my back. All the blog posts are still there from everything else previously. The Gypsy Magic, the Gypsies, the Sexual Desire. And one of the articles I had on there, still have, is why do people just pop into your head? Why is it you are minding your own business, doing your own thing, and all of a sudden, out of the blue, boom, there they are. Now, think about this person. No song came on the radio to have you think about it. You might not even know this person. You know, you may be going about your business, and all of a sudden, a singer pops into your head. I don't even listen to that person. Why would that person pop into my head all of a sudden? It makes no sense. None. Or the big thing is when an ex-husband, ex-wife, ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend, ex-lover pops in. It's like, why do they keep in there? Why do they keep doing that to me? Well, I don't think they're trying to torture you. When someone pops into your head, I don't think they're trying to torture you. But there are 2 reasons why somebody will just, boo, there they are, pop into your head. 1, they're thinking of you. And 2, it's a soul connection. Now, it doesn't have to be both. They don't have to be thinking of you and it's a soul connection. It can be they're thinking of you and or it's a soul connection. And when I say a soul connection, I'm not talking about, 2 souls that have no history together. I'm talking about souls that have a soul connection, that are in your soul family, soul group, soul circle, soul cluster, twin flame, those type of people. Even if somebody does not know you personally, say the singer, they might be thinking about who are their closest soul connections? Who is it that they're yearning to reach out to and they don't know who it is, right? And so that's what they're thinking about. And the souls, being as wise as our souls are, know this, and they pop that person into your head. Boom, there they are. So, I know. Now, a person cannot pop into your head that you have zero connection with, meaning there is no soul connection. And with soul connections, I'm also talking about past lives, karmic connection. Those type of things connect two souls for eternity. If you have zero connection, I mean, nothing to do with one another, and you've never met one another, zilch, zilch, they will never pop into your head. Like the Beeb, Justin Bieber, will never pop into my head, ever, because we have no soul connection, and I'm okay with that. Or somebody like 45. He, thank God, will never pop into my head because, again, thankfully, no soul connection. We have no past lives together, nothing with this person. Unfortunately, though, 45 has made such an indention on a population that our next life, he may pop up in our lives because of this past life that he was a part of, even though it wasn't a personal, I don't know, personal connection. Let's hope not. Let's hope. Let's just hope. Okay, so when a person pops into your head, you have two choices. They can pop in and you can go, and go on with your life. Or if they pop in, you can go, hey, wait a minute, who is that? What are they there? And you immediately, even if you don't know the person, like the singer, you think about the singer, like, I don't know, I can think of somebody. I don't know any singers off the top of my head. Garth Brooks. I don't know. I don't know why Garth Brooks, but Garth Brooks. Let's just go with that. So Garth Brooks pops into your head, and you're like, hey, Garth Brooks, what the heck? And instead of dismissing, if you think about the name Garth Brooks and surround the two of you in a white light, which is possible by you yourself having white light around you already, say, ooh, Garth Brooks, white light, you automatically, it's instantaneous, guys. It doesn't take like 15 minutes for white light to go out and around. Garth Brooks, white light, you take that white light and you mentally think, and you send it off straight. And you send it to Garth Brooks, both of you wrapped up in white light, you've deepened the connection. Now, will the connection go anywhere? Not necessarily. But for that split second, you can telepathically communicate. I call when they pop into your head, I call it a telepathic flash. And you really do have a flash of a time to communicate a word, 2 words, or a feeling towards the other person. But you got to be quick about it. They can't just show up and you go, I wonder, I don't know, should I? By then it's too late. But that takes practice to have someone pop into your head, and if it's someone who you find not repulsive, then you can shoot one back. Of course, if someone pops in your head and you do not like them at all, because that's happened to me. I've had people pop into my head and I'm like, oh, no, just no. When that happens, I mentally see myself pushing their butt out. Boom, gone, and then I bring down the big steel door in my head. Like, I don't know how you got in there. I don't know, but you're not going back. You are not welcome in my energy, at least not now. But that's why people pop in your head. They're either thinking of you, or it's a soul connection, or it can be both. Now, when someone pops into your head, Does that automatically make you want to get into a relationship with them, rekindle something? Not necessarily. They may come across something that reminded them of you for that split second, like a song you liked or a movie you guys went to see once. Oh, I went to see that movie with blank. But it doesn't mean they want to rekindle a relationship with you. Okay, so let's put that out there. I don't want people all of a sudden, divorcing their spouses and running to meet their ex-lovers just because they popped into their head. Not the case. All right? But that's why. I mean, there's a reason they pop in there. Okie doke. So the next time someone pops into your head, ask yourself, is this something I want to connect back to? Is this something I want to acknowledge? But no matter what you do, honor the connection. Even for those that you don't like, honor it for a split second and then push them out. And then go about your daily life. If anything is to come of a connection, once they pop into your head, it will. If you obsess over the person that has popped into your head, anytime you obsess over anything, what you do is you take the energy that's around you on that subject and you bring it real close in. It's like a security blanket and you hold real tight. And when you hold on to energy real tight, the universe can't step in and say, hey, hello, let me do some stuff for you, because you're holding on to that energy and I can't pull it out of your grasp. That's what happens when you obsess over things. So you think about something and then you let it go. If it's supposed to come back, if it's supposed to do something with you, it will. Okay? Because there's different things in our soul contract, and we'll tell you now, different things in our soul contract, that if we have to hit these things, we're going to hit them. And that includes meeting different people and rekindling with different people. How we get to those spots is free will. But if it's supposed to happen and it's in our soul contract, it will happen. Okie doke? Okie doke. So, what are we up to now? Energy 411. Flower essences, I love them. Flower essences work with your energy body, not your physical body, although your physical body reaps the benefits when your energy body is healed. The essence I want to talk about today is Aspen. Aspen flower essence. Now, the positive qualities it helps to balance out is helping you to balance out trust and confidence to meet the unknown, because the unknown is scary. So sometimes you need a little bit of oomph. This gives you some oomph. It also helps to give the sensitive attunement to the spiritual world, so you can hear what's going on. And it also gives you a perceptive awareness of the psychic realms. So if you are a light worker, Aspen helps you navigate the psychic realms and the spiritual world. Two areas that if you're a light worker, you probably have to navigate, whether or not you do stuff intuitively. If you're a healer, an empath, you still probably have to navigate those. And a lot of times this kind of work, excuse me, there is a lot of unknown. There's a lot of variables we can't plan for. So it helps to give you the trust and confidence to step forward. It also helps to balance out stuff that's imbalanced. That doesn't even sound right. But if something is not setting right with you, again, it helps your fear of the unknown. It helps anxiety and apprehension when you can't pinpoint what the apprehension, there we go, and anxiety, what causes it, what set it off. If it's vague, Aspen is your flower essence. It also helps with hidden fears, nightmares, and if you're easily startled or frightened. It helps those imbalances and just levels the playing field. Okay, so it's Aspen, and in the show's notes, I do have a link to where you can buy it from the Flower Essence Society. It is not an affiliate link. I make zero money off the fact that you purchase this Aspen flower essence. I just happen to love it, and I wanted to share it with you. So here we are at the end. Thank you for joining me at AskAllie. If you like this episode, please rate it and tell your friends. The more people who listen, the more people I can hopefully help have their aha moments. Join me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and you can find this at AskAlliePodcast.com. You guys have yourself a fabulous week, and I will catch you next Monday, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.